Scroll remove disease. Cool. Oh, there's Forn. What's up, Forn? How are you, buddy? I congratulate you on your new rank. My hunt demanded that I travel with your army. Okay, nothing new with him yet. I'm guessing we're going to have to see Kalissa again.
Let's see what we can do.
Her name. Wait. I thought I already asked him all this stuff. Yeah, dude. Is the boy with you? Oh. This is the scroll vendor, right? Yeah, okay. Let's take a look here. Conman's ring. Wow. +5 perception and trickery. Damn, dude. Whenever the wearer of this belt uses a scroll or potion, it gives +1 to its caster level. Dude, that would be incredible for our girl Nenio. Bookworm's headband. God, these items are so good. Red salamander. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, it grants them the ability to cast the following spells. Jesus, dude. Wow. I think we're gonna sell these. Maybe they don't sell for much. I think we'll keep those just in case. Why aren't these stacking? Difficulty class 21, caster level 5. Oh, these are caster level 1. These are caster level 5. Oh, damn. Okay, cool. Cape of Pest Control. 5 DR against swarm attacks. Nice. Okay. Gato, we caught up with you?
Here we go.
There we are. Perfide Volpe says, Buenos morning all. Good morning to you too, buddy. How are you? All right, we talked to Seal.
Is that a trap?
Ooh. Make Canabras be damned. I spit on the streets of Canabras. I spit on its granite walls and stained glass windows. If tomorrow the grounds tremble, split apart, and devour this cursed city, I will not shed one tear. No one here, not a single soul, deserves any compassion. Everyone who lives in the city is a criminal. If there were any justice in this world, every one of them would be hanging from the gallows, Prelate Helmer and Queen Gallifrey, chief among them. Oh my lord. Oh, is this from a mongrel? Down with the paladins, down with the Prelate Helmer, and down with the Queen Gallifrey. Dude, why is this in our camp? Jesus. That's like straight up treason. Oof. Medieval copy pasta. There you are. I've been waiting, as you see. I too have joined the Crusade. I don't know how to swing the sword, but war is costly and I have money. Nice. Besides, I believe I owe you an apology. The way I behaved was rude, ill-mannered. You're an honest and honorable person. You've clawed your way up from the bottom of the society to the title of Knight Commander. And you are friends with Queen Gallifrey herself. Such persistence deserves respect. Please allow me to give you this magic amulet from my humble personal treasury. Wow. Tell me your story again. We already know about this. Oh, we already know all this stuff. Yeah, in fact, I think we asked him this stuff when we were in the... Am I threatening you? I'm not threatening you. You decided to support the Crusades? It's none of your business. Okay. What can you tell me about... Why did you hide the fact that she's your daughter? We talked about this. How'd the mother die? I'm not going to tell you about that. Some things ought to remain in private. Oh. What can you tell me about the Count? A brilliant man with a brilliant pedigree. Of course, you'd think that, right? Okay. Woldiff, anything new from you? What do you think of my new powers? I mean, what you did back there? I have a few ideas. We can send you to Pitax's underground arena to fight. Give you scary names like Swift Sting or something like that. Oh, cool. We'd split the prize money 60-40. Okay, any other suggestions? Have you heard of Rasmuer? It's some land in the River Kingdom ruled by King Rasmuer. A friend of mine used to live in Rasmuer. He got out of there as fast as he could. Long story short, King Rasmuer... Oh, this King Rasmuer of theirs is a god. He keeps his people under his heel. They're terrified of what he might do. Oh, wow, okay. He wants me to call myself a god to deceive people? You should be punished for your heretical thoughts. That's the spirit. You're already thinking like a deity. Talking about heresy and punishments. Perfect. Look at it this way. You can be proud and poor, or a king to the filthy, stinking rich. You'd think maybe some Aldori are going to come and offer you a barony because you're such a nice person? Well, actually, that happened. Oh, okay. Yeah, right. We don't need to wait for favors. We'll grab them with our own hands. I mean, you will. And I'll be standing nearby giving you advice. I want to know more about you. I think we did most of this. Give 10 coins. I hope you find your real family. Yeah, nice. Tell me the real story of your family. True story's boring. My family's human, both my father and mother. They used to live in a village nearby. I forgot the name. When my ma had me, my old man got so mad he almost killed her. Pinned her to the wall and started asking questions like why his son had horns and a tail. Well, my ma told him that her mother, my grandma, used to fool around with a demon. When he hears this, Daddy Dearest got drunk, trashed the house, then took off. Oh. I don't remember any of this, of course. When my grandma told me, I was about 3 years old. My mother brought me to Canabras and left me with grandma. She said to her, you and your demon have ruined my life. Now you handle him. Then she left. I haven't seen her or my dad since. She did leave a blanket, though. That part was true. My grandma burned it because it was infested with lice. It wasn't even good enough to use as a rag. Ouch. People used to give her trouble for fooling around with a demon. She wasn't welcome anywhere, so she got angry. Normal kid gets bedtime stories, see, but the only tales I got told were how my dad was worthless and my mom was a slut and I was a demon spawn that no one cared about. Oh, you're pretty standard. How to become a thiefling. Pretty much we know about this. Tell me about the thieflings. We know about this one. The rules are who does what, who gets what cut. I won't say it's a lot. They make it worth your while. They'll even heal you if you take an arrow. But the biggest no-no is this. You don't steal from the family. If you don't contribute to the shared pot, you'll get the cold shoulder. You won't be treated like family no more. And there's everyone will hear about you. You went to visit some relative who had a farm someplace. My best guess, the farm is just some underground well beneath Canabras where they breed grave worms. If sister, our boss, looked the other way more often, I'd be able to spread my wings. Stealing from someone you call a sister, that's low. Birds fly low before a storm. I'm just surviving as best I can. Oh, I like that line. What do you think of Canabras? Used to be such a hole. Oh my god, that music. Okay. You have demon blood in you. Do you feel drawn to the abyss? Wolf's tail whips back and forth nervously, raising a cloud of dust. Why? Are you an inquisitor or something? What's it to you? If I've wronged you somehow, just come out and say it. Don't ask me trick questions. Oh, dude. He's getting serious. I know how it happens. I used to know a fella. He was married to the sister of a guard. Some shady types got him drunk one night and started asking him suspicious questions about the gods, about the queen. So he wakes up hungover with a headache. Someone's mumbling something. It smells like smoke and his feet are kind of hot. He looks down and there's a fire under him and the prelate is reading out his sentence. Your shadow looks strange. What kind of magic is that? Yeah, dude. Ladies and gentlemen, roll up, no dark magic, no fraud, a trick without any deception. Woljif snaps his fingers and a blue flame engulfs him. The shadow that was previously lying calmly at his feet grows, floating in the air behind him. It is the shadow of a huge horned winged demon with claws. Ta-da. It doesn't do anything, it just looks scary. I remember when I was little, an old beggar showed me and my friends how to make shadow puppets. You put your fingers together in front of a light, and it makes the shadow of a deer or dog or dove on the wall. I tried so hard. I wanted to make the best shadow, and I did. It just happened. He chuckles sadly. Funny enough, that's the last time I had any real friends. They tried to stone me later, screaming at me, calling me a demon. A tiefling is always a demon to these wimps. Even the lowest ranking drunken gnome thinks he's better than me just because he hasn't got horns or a tail. The poorest beggars in the filthiest gutters think he's better than me. Most people would never show their shadow again after that first time, but I don't care. If stones start flying again, I'll just run. I'm used to it by now. I should do lawful, but I'm going to do this. It's a harmless illusion, but you shouldn't show it to anyone. People hate what they don't understand. The blue fire disappears and the shadow becomes normal. Ah, you're one of those people who are always scared of what might happen. You're not wrong, though. You better not talk to me in public at all, or you'll get tarred with the same brush. Oh, maybe that wasn't a... that wasn't a good one. Yeah, his backstory is crazy. Huh. Are you really staying in the party or just waiting for a chance to run off? As if I could. Yeah, good point. Okay, we're almost done talking to everybody. What do you think of the powers? Okay. That was easy. We've talked to Nenio. Who have we not talked to? Talked to Ember. I think that's everyone. Great. Okay. There were 3 people in that tent, though. Yeah, we got to go talk to her. After we take her stuff, of course. Thank you. Hey, Commander, how can I help? There's so much to do, just ask. You probably heard about the wound I have, the one that sometimes opens on my chest. Can you perhaps tell me if it's some kind of demonic curse? It is. Yes, indeed. I've been told of your affliction. Can you will the wound to open? No, that's a shame. What can you tell me about it? It's difficult to say. I know of blades that leave never healing cuts, of poisons that stop wounds from healing. I've heard of witches' curses that are rewarded with eternal wounds, but wounds that seem to reopen and heal over time? Know of any other cases? In 4671, a Mendevian army corporal had all his bones and cartilage turned to glass. Oh, God. You think it's dangerous? Oh. It's most likely dangerous, but you're under protection of Iomade, Commander. She granted you mythic powers, they say. Surely the Inheritor would not leave you to face this alone. Have you perhaps noticed that the wound opens at a moment when you waver in your faith? Perhaps it is triggered by doubt. Tell me about yourself. Where are you from? Isger. I don't know where that is from. A small piece of land that proudly calls itself a country, though it hasn't been independent for a single day in all the centuries it existed. Part of Cheliax. Okay. They love politics. You see, there are a lot of us halflings in the country, but very few citizens. Most are slaves. Oh. I was lucky. I've always been clever ever since I was little, so they sent me to school instead of making me do grunt work. Okay. How'd you end up serving Queen Gallifrey? I was a slave to Lord Axelar Tresbot in Erzger. Tresbot. Oh, what a man he was. He towered over his fellows like a rock over a garbage heap, a true hero. He bought me as a simple secretary, but he made me learn the history of the world wound, all of it, one volume after another. He hired tutors for me. He even sent me to meet prominent historians. He didn't want a simple slave, but a slave with an impeccable education. He was going on a crusade. He firmly believed that the servants of the good gods were weak and only a follower of Asmodeus could stand against the demon invasion. He took me along as his secretary, a historian, and most importantly, he entrusted me with recording his glorious story for future generations. Oh, like a bard. Dude, this is Lindsay. This is so cool. It's basically Lindsay. In his final battle with the demons, when my lord realized he was doomed, his final act was to cover my retreat so that I could tell the world of his great deeds. Some people have said what he did was not heroic, just an arrogant moron puffing himself up one last time, but I say curse their tongues. My difficult journey ended in Mendev where I found my freedom. I published the biography, and I don't want to boast, but who am I kidding? Of course I do. The book sold in great numbers and made me rather famous at the time. That's what brought their attention. So you're a writer too? Why not? As soon as we finish off the demons, I'll get right to it. Do you worship a deity? When I was a slave in Iskar, they would beat me with sticks and force me into believing in Asmodeus, the king of hell. Ugh. I realize there are different gods like Desna or Caden who teach goodness and freedom, but it's just, as soon as I smell frankincense, I see the slave driver's stick. Nora sounds sincere, but you feel she's holding back something. Oh, so she does worship someone, she just doesn't want to tell us. Oh, wow. History of the World Wound. Before the World Wound, the boundaries between the worlds was especially thin in this region. How'd the World Wound come to be? I heard it happened in the year Eredin died, 4606. Oh, that's only a little bit ago. That's not long ago. Interesting. The priests and shamans who ruled Sarkosis hated arcane magic, and all who practiced it, wizards and sorcerers, were driven from the land, or worse, one of their prisons held a witch named Arlie Vorlesh. We know nothing about her besides her name, and of course the atrocity she committed. By some unknown method, she managed to harness the terrible power of the demon lord Descari. Together they tore open the barrier between the worlds, opening a rift to the abyss in the very middle of Sarcoursis. The world wound slowly but mercilessly expanded. In a matter of years, Sarcoursis was a memory. Wow. Sometimes I think, what did they do to Arilu in that prison? Just imagine, she was ready to give herself to the abyss if only the demons might devour her tortures along with her. To imagine such hatred, it terrifies me. What happened in the First Crusade? 4622. It took the church and the secular authorities nearly 2 decades and hundreds of thousands of lives before they decided to take action. By the time the crusade began, the demons had already invaded Mendev. Wow. The Crusaders pushed them back in what might have seemed like a total triumph at the time, the forces of good easily crushing the demons. Wait, I've been playing this game relentlessly, but for some reason my paladin can't attack as he spams the spell angels light non-stop. What can I do? Philip, there's a chance you've right-clicked on that spell to auto-cast. If you look on the bottom left to the left of your hotbar, if there's a little page hanging out with a spell on it, then that means that you've automatically set an auto-cast. And every time you right click, he'll do it. So what you need to do is right click on that spell. You'll see the page slide out and then you should be okay. Yeah. I already removed the auto cast thing and he's still casting it. You don't see anything down there? I don't know. That's weird. Try turning the AI off. Maybe that'll do it. Noxus says maybe he just really likes that spell. Yeah, maybe so. Try setting something else as autocast and see if he still does it. Maybe. Also, keep in mind there's a Discord that you can go and ask in there as well. Yeah. Okay. So they pushed the demons back and erected Dresden. Okay. In 4630, 8 years after beginning, the First Crusade was declared victorious. It was the first triumph of the Crusaders and unfortunately the last. Second Crusade, about 18 years later. The world wound suddenly started expanding and a new wave of demons appeared. The Crusaders were all but delighted. Instead of scattered gangs, they faced a large organized army. Dresden was besieged and the Crusaders lost all the lands they had won back. They had to retreat. Although monsters were devouring the unprotected land, the Crusader erected a chain of ward stones. Oh, so the Second Crusade is when the ward stones were erected. We have Iomedae and her herald to thank for their help. It was the Second Crusade's only victory, but it halted the wound's growth. What about the Third Crusade? 50 years after the world wound, Descari found an ally. Baphomet entered the war. Okay. He set his enemies against each other and lured the virtuous onto the path of wickedness. Traitors appeared among the Crusaders, secret agents of his cult. And that's why we're dealing with cultists now. Thank you, Beowulf. Appreciate that, bud. For a time, no one suspected a thing, even as they watched helplessly as the Crusaders' movements fell to ruin. Where once valor proudly stood, now greed and dumb cruelty reigned. And outrage was drowned. Oh, cam stuck. Okay, of course it is. And scene! Good. They didn't succeed, to put it mildly. Some fought the demons in earnest, and for a time they even dared hope to retake Dresden, but the Third Crusade would be remembered as a witch hunt in every sense of the word. The Mendevian witch hunts. Inquisitors hoped to purge any cultists from the ranks of fighters, but instead they got a barrage of denunciations, widespread suspicion, and innocent victims. Ooh. Okay. What about the Fourth Crusade? Demons had no intention of sitting quietly caged behind the ward stones. They kept attacking Canabras, trying to reach the stone and destroy it, or just scratch its surface. This is where we know most likely the corruption came from for now. The Crusaders drove the demons away from the city, and again. The Fourth Crusade would last for 15 years, an exhausting study in positional warfare. The demons attacked, and they were pushed back. The Crusades went on the offensive, but were only forced to retreat. And all the while, the losses were tremendous. When did we retake Dresden? The Fourth Crusade's only achievement was that they didn't let a single wardstone fall. They didn't retake a sliver of land and nothing of Dresden. Did Dresden fall in the Second Crusade? When did all this stuff happen with Staunton? Oh, that must have been here. That must have been the Second Crusade. Okay. It doesn't actually say that Dresden fell, but because in the Third Crusade, well, all of this, yeah, and at this point they're retaking Dresden in the Third Crusade. So, okay. Man, that was super, super good information.
I can handle it.
Okay, interesting. Does this game have a setting for turn-based? Yeah, it's got a whole set of stuff for turn-based. Mm-hmm. Wait, I thought I got like Swift Study Target or something. Maybe not? At 5th, 10th, 15th, and 20th, the bonuses on weapon attack rolls damage rolls and characters increased by 1. At 7th level, a character... Oh, it's 7th level. Okay. So I don't have that yet. All right. Okay. Let's see. What else do we need to do before we go? I don't think anything. I think that's everything. All right, let's get moving. We can always come back here. I think this is our new hub, so... actually, real quick before we go... This guy. Speak mysterious elf. Who are you? Damn it. You again, soldier? And he warped out? Wait a second. What? Who was that? I saw you know that girl hiding her face. Who was she and what did she want? I don't know, Commander. She never introduced herself. But I bet she's not a part of our army. I know all soldiers by name and by sight. She was looking for some elf volunteer. Wanted to know which tent he was sleeping in. Dude. Was she looking for our buddy who was hunting the... Oh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's go to our command tent. Let's do a big drop off of gear. Am I having fun? Dude, this game is amazing. I am absolutely loving this game. 100%. Let's look in here real quick. Prayer. +1 luck bonus. Okay, and what is this? Dispel magic? Okay, that's fine. Prayer is pretty good if I remember properly. Protection from evil communal. That's going to be good. I could give him an arrow of law, but is he going to be any good with it? It's a touch attack. Would he be okay with arrow of law? Or should I do bone shaker? Does he have any perks that help with this stuff? No, not really. He doesn't really have any... He doesn't really have any perks with this. Got the glaive proficiency, but he doesn't have like any DC raising or lowering stuff. I think I'll take... Yeah, he's going to be in melee. So we're going to have to be a little careful with that. Because if he casts in... He's going to be behind the front lines because he's using a long attack or a long weapon. But at the same time, if he casts... if he casts in melee range, that's an attack of opportunity unless we feed that out. Let me see here. Hold on. Yeah, Mattercut, I don't think we're going to be using... I think we're going to be using this guy. I'm not really sure how I'm going to spec him yet, but I think we're going to take this guy. Although I do like the offensive ability of Darren. His position is behind the tank. Okay, so he should be okay, right? What is spontaneous healing? A good cleric or a neutral cleric of good deity can channel a store spelled energy into healing spells that he did not prepare ahead of time. So anything can be a healing spell, basically. Yeah. Magical Vestment's pretty good. I do want to, like, having a dispel magic would be good. But I also, maybe I should give him some heals. I mean, he's got channel positive energy, which is good, but I feel like we should also give him some heals. How long does this last? 1 round per level? Yeah, let's give him a couple heals, a couple big heals. A couple back. Well, wait a second. Spontaneous can convert all this, right? I guess it doesn't matter because of spontaneous healing. Isn't that what we just said? Okay, so... Oh, effortless armor's pretty good. I throw that on there for our tank. How long does that last? 1 minute per level? Okay, okay. Unbreakable heart. Oh, yeah, we're going to keep that up there. Oh, we don't even have this. Let's do a protection from evil, I guess. True strike is kind of bobo, so we don't really need that. Okay. Searing light. Oh, a ray. That's a touch attack. Okay. That's not bad. All right. Cool. Going to you. Oh my god, look at all those spell slots. Oh, Jesus. Oh, feels good, man. Put one of those on there. Sure, actually, let's drop one of these for this. Oh, sweet mother of mercy. Oh, web. Let's give her a couple webs, too. Hell yeah. The CC is real. Alright, chat. We're going to do this right. Gonna make your little magic missile bot. Like that. Okay. Oh, maybe I should give her a heroism. That's a good point. Yeah, we got glitter for now. We'll pop a heroism on there too. Okay, cool. Land, you don't need them. You do, though. Oh, you didn't really get any new ones, though, did you? I kind of like the way we've got her going. I think we can drop this for a whole person. I think we should put on... We already have the resist energy communal here. Okay. And you're good. Okay. Turkeys! Creeping ever so closer, Cohh. December's flying at us like nothing. Dude, turkeys, thank you for your 97 months of support. Dude. So good. Let's rest. Here we go. Nenio's 4th level spells were lit up. They were, but I don't think that we have anything for that yet. Oh, wow. Oh, remove fear. Sure. Do that. You're still making grease? Wait. You can't. Why are you there? Girl, what you doing? Get a shield scroll. Oh, we still gotta do the chest stuff. That's why we even came in here. Okay. You think there's no glory without risk? Why do you want glory? So you can fight off crowds of admirers? Nice. This game looks like a lot. Dude, this game is so much. Is it turn-based? It is if you want it to be. Glory's nice to have, but you can't let it go to your head. When I was a street thief, I lived for pulling reckless stunts to see the way other street kids looked at me afterwards. Me too. I did that all the time. Yep. If you press the man, you automatically pick the optimal options for the task. Oh yeah, I should probably just do that. That's probably the easiest way to do it. Thank you. Yeah, you can play this in turn-based or real-time with pause. I personally prefer real-time with pause. I find it a little bit more difficult. And most importantly, I think it like speeds things up for the stream. I think it makes the battles more interesting to watch. Also, you get to see me fail a lot more, which a lot of people actually watch the stream to watch me fail. So, you know, it's kind of just a big benefit in that regard. Okay, so we've got this glaive here, the Dark Horn. We also have Marching Terror. Okay, let's put away the stuff that I don't need right now. I don't need you. Don't need the axe and such. We'll put the cold iron stuff there. I think I'm going to keep the entrapping longbow on me for now. I don't really have a two-hand weapon user, unfortunately. I don't have a dagger user. Just a sharper longbow. Sharper of code. We'll put that in there. Tempest. A one-handed warhammer? Now, is that something we can maybe use on our girl? We don't have that yet. What's this? Oh, this is the Amulet of Blackened Mirror. Whenever the wearer of this amulet uses a hex, the DC of the saving throw against it is increased by 1. Oh. Now, wait a second. Our hexes are on Ember, right? That's an Ember necklace. Pop that on her for now. Yeah. Oh, Camellia. Does Camellia do hexes too? What are Camellia's hexes? What is considered a hex for Camellia? Oh, she also can't use amulets. That's true. She can't use it anyway. Use that only for offensive hexes. Oh, we have Ice Plant, which is her hex. So we don't have an offensive hex on her. Anyway. Okay. Camellia is in fact not Bay at all. Oh, well, that's rude. So we'll go ahead and pop that on Ember for now. We may cycle through characters. I do like to kind of pick characters and keep them as our own, but we will do all of the quests for all the characters in this game because we're doing 100%. So we will eventually look at all that stuff. Okay, is this good for you? Half Plate of Vigor. It's an 8+2. Oh yeah, dude. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, you'll be using that. Now, are you married to long swords? Did I make you longsword? Maybe I should give her... No, I did give her a weapon focus for longsword. That's a bummer. Because I really, really like this Warhammer. I wonder if it's worth it to use this. Granted, it's only -1. Oh, it's also a 20 critical hit on this, though. Salty Claw, thank you for the T231. Thank you, thank you. Okay. DA186, 5 whole years. Thanks for playing some awesome games that I wouldn't have realized I was interested in. Good luck with Pathfinder. Looking forward to my Evil Shaman run. DA186 with the 60 months of support. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, that's right. Her holy weapon is a longsword. Yeah, eventually. Eventually she will be using that, most likely. Pop it down there. Good point. I'll do this for now because we have that ability that makes it, you know, when she misses, cool things happen, so we'll keep that on her for now. Let's put this longsword on her too. Can we move people around down here? I wish we could. Just pop that down there. Cool. She's got plenty of weight. All right. Looking at you, we can give you the Dark Horn, a glaive popular among Baphomet's warriors. Oh my. It's an evil one? It's cold iron and enhancement +1. Huh. We can also give him the Marching Terror. Target receives 1d6 negative damage. While everyone else... Now, see, that's not good because that would heal demons, wouldn't it? That would totally heal demons. It's also only 2 to 11 instead of 3 to 14. I'm going to give him this. I'm going to give you the Evil Glaive. Sorry, dude. I know this is kind of awkward, but... Oh, just undead. Okay. I still think I'm going to give him this one. Yeah, I'm going to give him that one. Okay. Okay. I'll give you that so you can cast Heroism. All right, cool. Let's go. Okay, I got to do 2 things real quick. The first thing I got to do is I got to pee real fast. And the second thing I got to do is I think I'm going to order a sub for lunch. So I'll be right back.